I'm actually curious. Who here in chat has not played Morrowind? Or knows jack shit about it? It's a lot of people, actually. It's a lot of people. Genuinely surprising too. I think you know, gamers today might find this game a little too dated. I mean, I like a little of the cryptic stuff, but then again, you know, I just did it for stream reasons that I'm like, I don't want to do too much of the cave stuff, so I just kind of, you know, half cheated by asking you guys. But at the same time, there's a little bit more immersiveness involved in this game by having it be more abrasive in its gameplay. You know, it requires you to read a lot and, you know, kind of just. I don't think that Bethesda gamers nowadays give a fuck about this game. Like, they hear how great it is, but they don't want to, like, take the time to actually play it, because they might just be like, yeah, this isn't very good. But you know, this game has flaws, absolutely, but it's a sad thing that I hear that people don't want to play this game because it's too outdated. I don't know, maybe it's nostalgia for me that I play this game, but I really like it. I really like it. Okay, I'll say this, maybe I'm targeting a very specific group of people here, and it's kind of mean, but I'm talking about the Funko Pop Fallout 76 vaping gamer with snapback hats and nerd glasses. I'm talking about those pro gamers. I don't see them playing this game. They're like, nah, this is stupid. Stupid. I don't know, but that's fine too. Listen, if you don't enjoy this game, then it's absolutely your opinion, and you know, not that this game needs to be played with more people, but I just think that people overlook this game because it's, you know, I think people think Daggerfall is too old to play, and this game is just in between. And Oblivion, I feel, is so wacky and like it's, you know. But I hear people that they don't want to ever play Oblivion because it's too goofy. You know, they only play Skyrim. You know, I don't get that. Anyway, let's go back to this dude. I always forget which tent it is. It's no, it's the lady. Hey, guess what? Guess what? 7 trials, and I've passed the 3rd one. Tell me what you saw and heard in the cave and incarnate. C listens carefully. Okay. It is as I have seen in my dream. It is a true dream sent from Azura. By Azura! Okay, well, now I gotta find, and I gotta do all this shit. Oh god. These are the worst quests in the game, and I fucking hate them. Like, they are, I've said this multiple times, but I really don't like these Great House convincing quests, because you're basically just going around. I've said this 1,000 times during the streams, but it's basically sign my petition quests. Go to see somebody, yo, I'm Jesus, and they're like, okay, you might be Jesus, but are you politically Jesus? Because we're gonna have to, we're gonna have to sign you officially, legally, you're Jesus, and that's what you're gonna do. It's really dumb, and I never liked these quests, but there are some of them that are pretty fun, you know. But I don't know, they're a little sloggy. Okay, anyway, in times of great danger, the 4 Ashlander tribes unite under a single war leader. If you can prove to the Ursulaku and as soon as you are the Neverine, and the tribes must unite against the threat of the 6th house, then each Ash clan will declare you Neverine and war leader of all tribes. You must go to the tribal Ash clans, but first go to Sulmatu, who is your friend, really, and will surely grant you the honor. Alright, cool. Let's get out of here. My favorite out of all these assholes is it the Telvanni dudes that basically say you can murder people just fine if you're stronger than somebody, you're in the right. You can stab someone in the eye and they will bleed to death, and we don't see anything different because they were like, they deserved it if they were weak enough. Alright, here we go. Yes, I have passed the 3rd trial, realized the 4th trial, and the 5th trial. I have spoken to them about it. I know that you wish to be called like an error, but first, will you hear the council of Sulmatu? Wait a minute, isn't this the motherfucker that wants a wife, and you buy a slave for him, and like give her perfume to be high and fancy? Yeah, this is the guy, isn't there? Yeah. Oh, this is a great quest. Anyway, good. First, I will give you a warning. When you are called in Neverine, the word must spread, and many must hear. Your enemies will hear and come seeking your blood, and such friends as you may have among the great houses. Those who heed the words of the temple, they may forget their love for you, and if you have business with the people of the houses, and temple, you may wish to conduct that business first before you are named Neverine. If you wish to be named Ursulaku Neverine, we may speak of these things. Yes. Okay, here we go. Very well, you wish to be called Neverine. I know you, and I am disposed to do so, but first we must speak of need and duty. Before I name you Neverine, you must understand why a war leader is needed, so you may tell others. And before I name you Neverine, I must see that you know your duty. Only when we have spoken of these things may you be called Neverine. Alright, need. Know that the words of the prophecies, the curse of Dagathur, and the sixth house threatens our land. The false gods lie and offer false hope of protection. You bear the moon and star of Nerevar, a sword of sand is upon you, and those are the proofs you must tell people of Ursulaku Neverine. Oh, that's awesome. Alright, now the duty. You shall be Neverine of all tribes and Hordator of the great houses. You should eat the sin of the unmourned house and free the false gods. You must defeat the sixth house and Dagathur. You must free the tribunal from the curse, and that is the burden of prophecy. This should be your duty as Ursulaku Neverine. Yes. Before my hearth and kin, and before the people of the waste, I name you Ursulaku Neverine, war leader of the Ursulaku, and protector of the people. In token of this, I give you the teeth, which shall be assigned to the Dunmer, that you are the Neverine, and that you are Ursulaku. And the Ursulaku shall follow you in all things, even unto death, until the enemy is defeated, or until you are dead, or until you give this back in my hand. Alright, that's at least one of them. But was this not the guy that you need to talk to, and he's like, give me a wife and I'll tell everybody you're a Hortator? I don't no, it's a different guy. It's a different Ashkan, right? Well, Sumatul has named me Neverine, war leader of the Ursulaku and a protector of the people. He has given me the teeth, an enchanted heirloom of the tribe, which shall be assigned to all Dunmer that the Ursulaku have named me Neverine. Sweet. Alright, which looks like this. Resist paralysis on self. Alright. Wait a minute, this is more wealthy than the goddamn moon and star? Or like more valuable? What? This is some shit you cobbled together with some glue. It said, yeah, that's the guy. Yes, Cobsell, I promise you my aid and counsel. Alright, well, let's see if I can unite everybody. And, well, to join the three great house of Vardenfell under one Hortator. You must be named Hortator in turn by House Redoran, House Halalu, and House Talvani, and I know little of the ways the great houses. But first I would try the Redoran, for they are warriors, hard wheel, but straightforward. And then try Halalu. It's House Talvani, right? The guys that are completely fucking insane. The Counts of the Great House are called Counselors. They call it Cedrus Moor, which means Force of Martial. Yes, I think, yeah, they are loopy, man. They justify murder by saying, yeah, you know, kill somebody and you're you know, better than them, so be it. I'm sure it's a very bad place, but you must go and find out the counselors and persuade them to name you Hortator. The fifth trial, oh, you know what? Let's do the fourth trials last, and the fifth trials are more fun. I want to do that one with the slave thing because I just think it's funny. Anyway, the fifth trial to join the four trials of the Ashlanders on the Neverine. They must put aside pride and tribal squabbles, and together face the blighted host of Dagathur. The Ursulaku should name you Neverine, but you must concern yourself with the other tribes, the meek and the wily Zainab and the war-loving. May not be okay. I think it's Zainab. That's the guy that's like, give me a wife. The wily Zainab of the Gracelands are proud, arrogant, and greedy, and none of their Ashlands because they are likable rogues, strong and self-assured. Show them that you are strong and proud, satisfy their greed and pride. The Ashlands of Zainab's camp are clever and cunning, and you too must be clever and cunning to outwit them. Is that the one I'm thinking about? It's Zainab. Okay, gotcha. Alright, well, we're doing some fun quests at least. I'm starting with the most fun ones, and then I'm like descending into like, alright. Now, where the hell is the Zainab thing? I think it's... Maybe I should ask him, you know, he's right there. Zainab is in northeast of Vardenfell, southwest of Voss Village, in the rolling plains of the Graceland. Here, let me mark it on your map. Thanks, man. Head southwest from Voss. Okay, and we are looking at the... There. Okay, thanks. Let's get the fuck out of here. Alright. Anyway, so this quest is a little weird. The con is essentially just, give me a wife. And you're like, okay. And he's like, no, she has to be like a super wife. And you're like, okay. So you give her perfume and you like buy a slave and put a dress on her and say like, yeah, she's queen. She's royalty. He's like, yes, that is why you're Jesus. It's really dumb. There's another quest that's fun. It's the one where you get into like an argument or something like that with a dude, and he's like, I will challenge you to death. No, I think it's because he's like, no way, you're Neverine, you're not Jesus. And you're like, well, I am. He's like, oh yeah, prove it, kill me. And then you go to the arena and like poke him in the eye and he dies. The end. Okay, why am I dabbing? Yeah, the headmasters will never recognize it. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Actually, the first time I ever played and I had to do that thing, I cheated by levitating up in the arena and just shot him with arrows and he couldn't get up. Because it was like too hard for me to deal with. So you just, you know, you grill cheese it. It's really weird because I always like stroke my beard in ponderment. And now that I'm clean shaven, I'm like, huh, what? And I'm like, wait a minute. Seriously, I look like a baby right now. It's completely ridiculous. Wait, why did I shave? I don't know. I saw myself in the mirror like, yeah, I look like a hobo right now. And then I shaved and now I look like a hobo baby. A homeless baby. Clean shaved. How does it feel to be 20 years younger? Not good, because now I'll have to pull out my ID when I'm buying beer. Yeah, what's this 2-year-old buying liquor for? I like to beer, baby. It's a very relaxing game, Morrowind. Like, it's a game with a lot of violence and shit in it, but I just like it, man. It's just odd relaxing. It's like another game that's full of death and horrible stuff is Majora's Mask. But I found like Majora's Mask like a very calming game to just play. It's very odd. I guess I find solitude and serenity in conflict. I don't know. Fucked up in the head. I might be doing Majora's Mask soon, by the way, because I've been talking about the restream, so, you know. Have you done any data requests in the game yet? Well, we were nearly gonna do, what's his name, Macbeth, today on the orcs thing, because I put a little marker here somewhere. But I did the Sheogorath last stream, so Vinny's doing a rando run. A rando run? What's a rando run? Rondo of blood. Alright, let's see here. We're heading down to the camp, and now we have a million things trying to kill me. Alright. This quest is not going to involve a lot of fighting, which I like. I like when they spice things up. You know, kind of like GTA 4. Every mission in GTA 4 is just go here and kill some dude. But it's more so how you want to do it, but there's not a lot of variation in GTA 4, and, you know, the quests like this I just like, because it's just something different. There he is, with his,
What do you want?
Sexy hat. So you're Cobb Zell, the Outlander who claims to fulfill the Neverine prophecies. You're welcome to our hospitality, Outlander. But you must tell us, how can an Outlander be the Neverine? Well, we have heard the rumors. We know that the Outlander who claims to be fulfilled the Neverine prophecies. But how can an Outlander be the Neverine? You must admit, that sounds silly. You seem pleasant enough and strong and healthy for an Outlander, but excuse me if I'm not disposed to take your demands seriously. Alright, what about the prophecies? Well, guess what, buddy? Hospitality, here we go. Travelers are always welcome here, Outlander. All that is required is that you speak and act with courtesy, and you share your news of the outside world to pay for your hospitality. For a wise chief keeps himself informed about events. Thank you for sharing these tales and rumors. For our part, we have little news. We hear other tribes are troubled with blight storms and monsters, but we are the mighty Zainab, and such things do not bother us. Well, I am here to talk about, here we go, yeah, I'm here to, like, talk to you about shit. Wait a minute, is this one of those cases where I used to have to, like, slip me a little money and be like, by the way, I'm there. Neverine. He's like, oh, yeah. You gave me $5. I guess it's not the character I need to talk to. I guess I gotta talk to the wise woman, right? Alright, let's see here. Neverine prophecies. We have heard rumors. Some Outlanders say he is the Neverine. So are you that Outlander? What have you say to that? Politely declined to comment. It's so weird that they even gave you the option. Like, no. Tell my story and show the proofs. Is that all true? That's very interesting. That is a very interesting ring. It is part of the story of Neverwar. The ring's Moonstar and that none may wear but Neverwar himself. You should talk to Ashland Kossad. The Ashkan is very curious about this Outlander who claims to be Neverine. Okay, but back here again. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna do a little quick BRB. Be right back, and more Morrowind coming up. I'm gonna wear